The Knights of Favonius building, you're not allowed to blow up the walls. Shame. It would make getting out of solitary confinement way easier. But if I did so much as try to blow up the wall, Jean would make sure Clee never sees the light of day again.
Oh,
That's what Jean said. Kaya told me. Oh, I broke one of the blades on the windmill. I'm really sorry.
Aw. Hey, hold on. There's just one thing with the birthday, right? Hold on.
New bomb research complete. Now let's get out of here before Jean finds out. Good morning. Can I come play with you today? Please? I want to go on an adventure.
Okay. Now let's actually do some quests first that are well actually I do need this, so that's so far away from me. Hold on. Oh, it's here. Teleport there. There you go, then oh, okay.
Moon pie.
Dandelion. So magkapa yung dandelion? Which is color yellow, am I right? So, fine on. Bet ko nasa labas siya, so maybe it's not here?
I'm the survival expert of the Adventurers Guild.
Mushrooms. Let me find dandelion. Okay, hold on.
La la la.
Well, why aren't you doing anything over there? This action cannot be performed while in combat. Okay, is that another mission? Okay. Hold on. Find dandelions. Dandelion seeds. Okay. So reference at least. Around here. Why are you here? Let's see, this guy was in here.
Da da da. La la la.
One man. Is there a guy sitting over a grass? No, that's weird. Should be around here, right? Huh? Oh, okay.
Woo.
Medyo nahihilo ako na onte. Them.
La la la.
Oh, here it is. Or is it? Hey, dandelion? Oh, never mind. That isn't. Allow dandelion.
La la la.
No, I can't go back to Gloria like this.
I wonder, Godwin, what are you gonna do if I'm being attacked? What am I gonna do? Can you help me out? No? Really? Come on, go. Dude, he's literally a knight of Favonius, and he doesn't do anything. Then you're gonna explain why is the city cold or whatnot. Okay, so never mind. Continue trail. Wait, hold on. Wait, there's a dandelion seat over the city? Really? Could have told me. Oh, but I need an emo. Great. I guess I'll use suck this time.
I want to help.
I have like a constellation of suckers. Pretty sure I do. Yeah, I have one. Although I haven't leveled her up yet that much, so I at least should level her up. I mean, I don't use Lisa anymore, so we'll just switch that for now, and switch it back. I'm not really sure what to build on Sucrose. Maybe we just go for Instructor? Just to play safe? Hello, another sucrose.
There will definitely be something that catches your eye.
Oh, definitely not. Yeah, we're just fixing some bugs. Okay, now it's just in the interactive map that it's
Just one more.
outside.
Stand clear.
Stand the line, see. Like anyway. Hold on. Were these dandelion seeds? Oh, there's some.
I just need a moment to quickly take down some notes.
Welcome to Mondstadt.
Mondstadt welcomes you.
Oh, is it like at the top? I didn't know that you can actually go to the top. I just need one.
Hey folks, Monkey King here. We're no. It actually got corrupted, so I haven't recorded again. So I'm a little bit salty, but you know, that's how it works. So anyway, we're currently in Moonstadt, just outside the front gate, and as you can see here, there's a bunch of dandelions. Right here, these lovely blue flowers. Now, in first instance, you can see I'm swinging at them, doing charged attacks, all that stuff, and it's not having any effect. And that's because to get dandelion seeds, we actually have to use wind elemental.
Okay.
So these are dandelions. In Minecraft it's yellow, here it's blue. Okay, that's weird. There you go. You might actually need a lot of them, so we'll farm. There's probably a lot more, to be honest.
Welcome to Mondstadt.
Can't you?
I swear on the Archons, I can't go any lower.
Dandelions? Of course they're...
Okay, for Ascension, I wanna... Wait, hold on. Oh, we have the thing out? Oh, wait, never mind. Oh, Ascension materials, that's why. Oh, I see.
Dodoko? Dodoko, where are you?
Ah, I see. That's why there's a lot of, like, these kinds of things here. Okay, nice one, Mihoyo. Give Ascension. Amber first.
La da 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 da. I wonder.
Okay, let's try to roll.
Tonight?
Who knows, maybe we can get something here. I think I've rolled this one way more. Okay, I thought we were gonna get a pity roll here, but no. We can get the Wanderlust though. 320 milligram, just hold on a second more. So at least get more, you know. You know, oh, let's go with this one since it's
Welcome to Mondstadt.
What's Dragon's Spine? Oh, okay. Backwards to the other for unknown reason. Talk to Iris. Where's Iris? Oh, there you are. Okay, how many Primogems do we have? So, wait, hold on. We need 360 so that we can, daily commissions. Just send 3 characters to phase 2. Yeah, let's try Albedo. What does Albedo have, and why should we, you know, like why should me go and actually try get Albedo if I can? Let's see. So Albedo is a sword guy. I see. Oh, it's basically the same same as the FC, you know? Oh wait, oh yeah, status effect. Okay. But like, it's
Sort of the same as MC, but with more range.
Feel this ancient power.
Oh, okay.
Burst forth. Feel this ancient power. Moment of birth.
Okay. Another dad lost. Okay.
Sister Rosaria! So here you are! Choir practice is about to...
I've told you already, I don't go in for that kind of thing. I've got more important matters to attend to.
But this event has commemorative significance. The church hopes that all sisters will be present.
Hopes? That's odd, 'cause I don't recall a fulfill the hopes of others clause in my job description.
I mean, sure, but...
But what? You're the event organizer, aren't you? Do you not find it the least bit odd?
What do you mean?
This far out from Mondstadt at this hour? Even if you set out right now, I'll wager you'd still miss the opening ceremony. Who knows? Maybe this is someone's grand plan to make a fool out of you.
Huh? Well, that can't be. People aren't like that.
Evidence decides what people are like, not your feelings. Maybe you're a little too trusting of other people. Don't
Sorry, that looks
fret,
good,
nobody's
though.
gonna blame you if you go back empty-handed. I can't imagine anyone else was delusional enough to think I was gonna show up. But if you dally any longer, you really won't make it.
You're right. It's a very important commemorative event. If I'm late, then... right, I've gotta get going.
Seems like that nun's an expert in making people believe anything she wants.
I thought I heard something. Who are you and why are you eavesdropping?
We better watch out. She seems like a dangerous villain, or a trickster at best.
Oh, really? I'm a member of the long-standing Favonius Church. You're an eavesdropping pixie from who knows where, and you think I'm the trickster?
Wait, she heard that? Paimon was whispering so quietly.
And as for this outlander you seem to be following... So it's you. The honorary knight that saved us from Storm Terror. Well then, given your status, I won't press you on your reasons for eavesdropping. Otherwise, depending on your answer, I could have arrested you on the spot.
What? Do the nuns of Mondstadt have the authority to arrest people now?
We can't go turning a blind eye to hidden dangers, can we? Why shouldn't sisters have a sense of justice?
That doesn't sound right. But Paimon can't think of a good comeback.
Paimon,
Let's talk about you.
Come on.
What are you doing in the
Come on,
mountains?
Paimon.
If it's him you're after, I made a point of noting his tracks. Many people have made their way up after the snowstorm. Let's hope they're still there.
So, are you also looking for him?
No, this is just a professional habit of mine. I sensed elemental traces in these tracks. I couldn't care what you think. Come on then. I'd like to see what he's up to anyway.
Rosaria said there were elemental traces in the tracks. They should show up pretty clearly with elemental sight.
You know, little pixie, your ability to appear and disappear at will is very interesting.
Yeah?
After committing a crime, you'd be able to leave the scene without a trace.
You're so suspicious. Why is Paimon a criminal in your example? It's getting colder and colder. Rosaria, aren't you freezing?
Me? I'm alright. I got used to operating in adverse conditions a long time ago.
Huh? Seems like there's more to being a nun in the Favonius Church than Paimon realized.
How to say that word? More likely. Damn, he's thick. For now. Okay, I'm gonna disable the shift key. Seriously, it's so annoying to have sticky keys on. Lawn. Right, there we go.
Woo!
I see it flickering.
Oh, what?
Oh, okay. I got lost a bit there. Yeah, it totally got sidetracked, dude. Maybe not actually. I know. Somewhere nearby, actually. Hold on. I'm sure I've seen this happen before.
Woo! La 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 woo!
Yeah, I need to go straight to find that, let's see, probably not, but... Hold on.
Albedo? Why would he hang around a place like this?
The word on the street is he loves sketching. He'll hang around anywhere for a good landscape. The views and scenery here are pretty good. Sketches everywhere you look.
But can't he see those hilly churros? Isn't he in danger? Uh-oh. Looks like we startled them. Enough talk. Let's take them out of the picture first. Animal test 6308.
Who are you? Why did you alarm them? Thank the gods I'd already completed my sketch. Would have been a shame to leave these particular hilly churls unfinished.
What's up with sketching hilly churls?
I'm afraid the answer isn't easy to explain. If you'd like to have a look at my sketch, it may give you a clue.
Wow.
You can find these hilly churls anywhere. Quite boring, in fact. But take a look at this specimen. The build, the coat, and there's a distinct force at work here. In the cyclical lives of such primitive communities, such unique attributes are an indicator.
Hold your horses. Something tells me we're in for a thesis and I haven't got the stamina. We found your man. I'm headed back.
Damn those physics, though.
What? Don't you have any questions for him? Hey! What a weirdo.
So Sister Rosaria brought you. Surprising. And I didn't have time to thank her. But back to the point. From her words, it seems that you were looking for...
We met a girl in Mondstadt, Sucrose. She said you were stuck with your research.
I see. So Sucrose sent you here. Then, if I'm not mistaken, you must be the honorary knight. You've got the whole of Mondstadt talking. I've heard a bit of everything. Your actions during Storm Terror's attack, your elemental control, and quite a few other mysterious things. I'll skip to the conclusion. There's only one possibility after all. You came from afar. From an... Excellent. If I could procure your assistance, I think my research would benefit enormously. Forgive me. This must be
Whoa!
You're right. For example, awakening life. Breathing new life into fallen leaves.
You can do that?
However, I have a particular seed in my possession. The method I'm talking about has produced no results. It's like you, in that it hails from another world. Helping it to grow, to bloom. That's the problem my research is up against. That's where I need your assistance.
Well, if you're struggling to figure it out, Paimon's not sure we're gonna be much assistance.
I beg to differ. I'm unable to comprehend the intricacies of life outside of the known world. But you're not from the known world. By observing and researching you, I may just be able to find a way to get...
Shall we just get out of here? This sounds a little freaky.
Mora, knowledge, and the answer to the question you are seeking. It happens to be an answer that I can provide. Time for a change of surroundings.
Albedo and that traveler seem to have hit it off. Takes a weirdo to know one, I guess. I wonder, does this constitute a risk to...
Go, Barbara, go! Let's dance! Yeah! question. After the seed sprouts, will it grow into anything?
Forgive me. This must be
Whoa.
You're right. For example, awakening life. Breathing new life into fallen leaves. I don't know, but I feel the importance will lie in the method, not the endpoint. Using alchemy to awaken otherworldly life into that would constitute a big leap in my understanding. After awakening, even creation may be possible.
Ooh. I mean, yay. That's true.
Still a little difficult to understand?
Basically, Paimon awakening, new life, new possibilities, etc. That's all.
No, Paimon's got a brain. But what's the seed gonna become? Isn't
Well, if it turns out to be a delicious fruit, dinner's on me.
Yay! Paimon's holding you to it.
Well, let's just say I, occasionally have to look after a child. Another lengthy explanation, I'm afraid. I suppose it's one of the few non-alchemy related disciplines I'm any good at. The subject of my first research was the elements. In this world, manipulating the elements requires a vision. Though I can't see anything resembling one on your person. How you're able to freely manipulate elemental power is something I'd like to ascertain. I've got a few questions in that regard. Firstly, do you have any extra organs? Fascinating. And this...
What a stupid question! Can't you see the gap between us? And another thing, it's Paimon, not Floating Child.
I was merely considering the possibility that you were an external organ. Perhaps there is some invisible force connecting you. Oh, that rules out that possibility. I wonder, did Paimon guide the elemental power to you? But that would mean that Paimon's elemental power would be enough to break through a mountain rock at least 10 meters thick, or cause the waterfall south of Springville to flow backwards. Now,
Hey, how would you know anyway?
in that case, it would appear that there's no obvious difference between the composition of your body and that of the humans in this world. Given that there's clearly a discrepancy in our research, it seems that only experimentation will yield. Firstly, this mysterious elemental power. Let me lure a few slimes to the area. Perhaps you'd be able to defeat them, using whatever method comes most... Direct and clear observation are imperative to a good experiment. This is just a simple exercise. Naturally, if you require a greater challenge, we could bring in 6 Oceanids.
Slimes! Slimes are fine.
Well, prepare yourself.
Dumpy Dumpy Go!
Great work. If you're injured, I have a few emergency potions ready. Excellent. According to my observations, the manifestation of the external element... Now that we know that the external flow is manifesting
Internal flow?
it's very simple. I can use alchemy to create a potion that will extract if the elemental power is stored or accumulated physically within your body, this potion may elicit an elemental reaction.
Sounds kinda
Don't worry. In the normal course of events, you'd feel some temporary queasiness. No bodily injury.
And in the app.
If anything unexpected occurs, I've made the necessary preparations. Well, it's not that there aren't any risks involved. But if there is anything blocking your elemental flow, just a warning. If an internal elemental reaction occurs for any other reason, yes, that's an excellent way to think about it. Before we get started, the potion we'll use for the test is missing a catalyst. Well, it's a type of ore known as star silver. I'll take you to my campsite. We can gather some star silver ore on the way. I'll point out any likely contenders. All going to plan. We should be able to begin concocting the potion when we get to the campsite.
Paimon's still got a few safety concerns. Let's keep our eyes open.
Okay, there you go.
Here. Should do for catalyst purposes. This one. Usable with a bit of polish. What luck. This should be enough. My campsite is just up ahead. I'll lead the way.
Woo!
This is my campsite. I've added the materials we collected to the concoction. While we are waiting, have a look over here. My assistant Timaeus here is helping me with my research. I'm guessing you may have met in Mondstadt already.
Hello! I've just gotten hold of the data from your experiment. The report...
Whoa! Look at all the data! You got all these results from one slime battle?
I wouldn't call them results, inferences, and a few daring guesses perhaps. I think the most rational direction would be to expound on the phylogenetic relationship between this traveler and the slimes. Consider. You don't have a vision, but you can manipulate elemental energy. The slimes don't have visions either, yet they too are able to manipulate the elements. Following this line of thought, I'm sure we'll be able to establish a basis in fact.
Not bad for a point of entry. But strictly speaking, slimes are elemental life forms. In other words, beings consisting entirely of the elements. A cryoregisvine, or even a whopperflower might be a better analogy. But tracing back the phylogenetic relationships between plants and animals, you might have to trace back to the world's origins. In that sense, things might get difficult, don't you think?
Yes, sir. That sounds correct.
After all, we've got our primary data already. This if it turned out that he did have a phylogenetic relationship with this world... Now Now that really would be something, wouldn't it?
Ah, it would. Apologies. I was so excited to get the data. I'll slow down a bit next time. Speaking of data, to complete our research, we'll need some more. I'll be conducting analysis here for the time being. If you're keen...
Great, I'll leave you to it. Looks like the potion's ready. I'll try a little first. If all goes well, I'll hand it over. In line with my expectations. Ready to drink. Remember to keep calm at all times, and breathe deeply if you feel unwell.
Tasty? You've got a funny look on your face. You said you tried some already. You sure it was ready?
Oh, this was the result I was expecting. And a very positive. This potion channels elemental power into the body. Under normal But if the internal elemental flow is unimpeded, you'll only experience momentary discomfort. Once the flow is complete...
So you knew you'd be sick and still drank some?
It was my own concoction, of course. Only natural for me to be the guinea pig. Perhaps it's just scholarly self-assurance. And it certainly speeds things up. In conclusion, I'd say we have our conclusion. As far as elemental energy is concerned, you're no different from anyone else in this world. Nothing peculiar.
Aw, Paimon wanted something cooler to happen.
Then again, better an ordinary result than a peculiar result. Peculiar results have a tendency to be of the... The good thing about ordinary is that everything is an object of reference, and everyone understands you. People are the same. They can understand, empathize, encourage, and support one another. When you're sick, a doctor can diagnose you because they are you. When something goes wrong, you can ask people who've made the same mistake for their experience because you are them. But a peculiar person, they don't have much recourse for the things we take for granted. The essence of their life is fundamentally different. For example, a human can't understand the life of a Pyroregisvine or an Eye of the Storm. Have I explained it clearly enough? To sum up, this has been a positive outcome. Going forward, you can use your elemental power without fear. Timaeus, the results of the new experiment are out. If you could see to collating them.
Just a moment, sir. I'll handle it. Oh, you gave me a lot to consider. Really stretched my limits. Having you down as an animal wasn't very precise of me. But starting with the premise of an elemental life form? Now that was...
Not bad. I think it's an interesting line of inquiry. Whatever the truth of the matter, I'd like your research at the fore as opposed to my judgment.
You can count on me, sir. I'll extract a result.
Is he trying to join the Knights? He's, what Paimon meant to say was...
Before we can if you're interested, why not have a look around? It may help to pass the time.
Gives me like the Professor Hojo vibe for some unknown reason. Just gives me that vibe. That eerie vibe. Definitely.
Here comes Albedo! Let's go see him!
I'm back. Did you see anything interesting? Agreed. Well, on with the research. There may be significant differences between different worlds. Take Teyvat, for example. Here, those with visions can manipulate the elements, but worlds may well exist where only one person is able to do so, or even everyone. So, leaving elements to one side, do you possess any unique abilities? Ones that don't exist in this world? I think answering this question calls for the same methodology as last time. In other words, time for the next experiment. No. You shan't be. Now, see this pillar here? Use your willpower to try and break it.
You think Paimon knows?
That was your best effort? Have you tried using your elemental power with food? I don't mean for cooking as such. I'm curious to see how the taste and texture respond. It may even help with... Anyway, why don't you cook us up a sunshine sprat? I've just finished preparing the recipe.
Cooking? Paimon was looking forward to more mad scientists.
Not only is this recipe a staple for me, it's also worth...
Paimon, that does sound yummy though.
Aw.
Okay, Paimon approves. Good buddies are always on the same page.
I'll leave you to it then. If there's anything left over, maybe Timaeus can finish the last morsel.
Paimon doesn't think... How are we gonna channel elemental power into the food? Maybe try the willpower thing again.
What, are we gonna cook again? Oh no.
Where does it get these ideas?
Sunshine spread. Sunshine spread. I need fish. I need fish, man. Come on.
Let's just do it the old-fashioned way.
Is there somewhere I can get fish?
Woo!
I'll be back, hold on a sec. Let's go to... Yeah, let's go to Wangshu Inn. Fish, man, come on. You don't have fish? Are you kidding me? For real? Come on, man.
tasty chop suey!
Got some fish, boys. Let's go and you know,
Kick the thing. Oh.
La la la.
That was fast. Looking for. An average outcome experimentally, but you've really brought out the flavor. You seem. As far as the proliferation hypothesis is concerned, we've come up short. Seems like food presents the same headaches in your world as it does ours. Unless. Could it be that the natural laws of this world are limiting your unique abilities?
We just didn't know how to channel elemental power into the food. It's a little more complicated than
Not to worry. At least we put some food to good use. No need to. And here's your portion. Enjoy. I can box it up if you like.
Woohoo! Thanks! Glad you were paying attention.
I can tell that you're good friends. Paimon was keeping an eye on you and your safety during the whole experiment. Not that Paimon would have been able to do much if things had gone wrong.
Hey! You were being nice a second ago! But you do have tasty recipes, so Paimon forgives you. And you're right, we are good friends. You have good friends too, right? Good students?
Yes. I'm fortunate too, I suppose. Anyway, moving on to the next experiment. There are all manner of alchemical items here. Keeping them in their proper place is a challenge at the best of times. I managed to retrieve the majority, but 2 vials have been evading me.
Paimon's barely finished eating and you want us—
Don't worry if you can't locate them. I was planning to replace them anyway. If you had, say, a superpower, like night vision or vibratory sensing, I must have dropped them somewhere.
So, guess we'd better take a look. Oh, yeah! The extract of an animal crystal fly can only be animal elemental energy, right? This has gotta be it. This must be electro-hypostat—
Goodness. You managed. I'm wondering. This elemental sight.
Yep, guess it does.
Unfortunately, though elemental sight only a never-before-seen otherworldly power would be of benefit.
You mean, we failed again?
Don't be disheartened. This falls entirely within my expectations. Besides, getting these items back, I'd call this a very worthwhile experiment. I have to commend your deduction that the items would contain elemental traces. Right then. Up until now, our research has focused on your otherworldly identity. Our research on your identity as one of us. In essence, the differences between humans are reflected in our intellectual and physical capabilities. Looking out from where we're standing, can you see what Sucrose is doing? And if you jump from here and landed on that cliff, the one over there, so what about if you planted a single blow on the mountain face here, and it burst into 1,000,000 fragments? Then could you see her? Then I shouldn't get too excited. I know of a location that will be perfect for a physical.
I'm kinda hungry. Sorry.
da. Da da da.
You...
Not necessarily. Not if you know of a better method, that is. Whichever method you choose, the experiment will end when I will factor the time expended and your top speed into my comparative.
The opposite side of the lake. So, we're gonna be swimming?
Without limitations, we complete tasks intuitively, using the met. Some of us would be unable to stand the icy waters. No matter what choice you make, it's all a part of the experiment. For me, every detail is invaluable. Then if you would, please, I eagerly await.
Wait a minute. While we're busy testing, what exactly are you gonna be doing?
Me? Recording data, responding to risks, providing, emotional support.
So if we do decide to go swimming, you gonna dive in with us?
No. Unless you're thinking of conducting competitive research?
Oh! Forget Paimon said anything.
Da da da.
agad-agad.
Great work. I've never seen a perform. Your reputation precedes you, traveler. The data shows that
But you followed us the whole way without breaking us.
Me? Actually, if it turns out that the natural laws of Tavad do not affect you, I should be able to make various inferences about the otherworldly civilization you belong to. If the natural laws of Tavad do affect you, then I shall be able to make inferences into the kind of evolution that would occur under the absence of such effects, the innumerable possibilities that this could present, the captivating insights. It would be something to savor again and again.
But how does this help your research?
You've helped me to unravel many of the problems that were holding it back. When we return to the campsite, I should be able to show you something interesting. I may be about to make some analogies between you and a few gold, petrified trees, a sun 8 times the size of our own. The essence of the investigative process is enthralling, but I'm willing to pour all my energy into research,
Love the
and yet
enthusiasm, though.
specimens are finite. All these things that start out as objects of fascination end up possessing the prosaic mundanity of a Sunsetia or a sweet flower. They cease to be noteworthy. I've never seen a perform. Your reputation precedes you, traveler. The data shows that
But you followed us the whole way without breaking us.
of evolution that would occur under the absence of such effects, the innumerable possibilities that this could present, the captivating insights. It would be something to savor again and again.
But how does this help your research?
You've helped me to unravel many of the problems that were holding.
Oh, so that's why you wanted to sketch those hilichurls? Because you got to see something new and...
Precisely. To quote my exact words from earlier, these creatures are, for the most part, quite boring, not worth closer inspection. There is precious little about them that serves to pique my...
So after all these experiments, are we gonna be, like, boring to you? Like sketch...
Of course not. You have been of great assistance to me, and I will remember this friendship for a lifetime. Now, Before we head back, follow me.
Ta-da-da! Woo! La la la! La la la! La la la!
I imagine you must have encountered more than a few conundrums during your trip. I'd like to observe your intelligence by means of a practical test of your capabilities. I'd like you to explore these ruins. There are 2 puzzles located at the far ends of the ruins. After complete, as with the physical test, there are no restrictions. I tried and tested it, so let's see. It's a complex environment, so proceed with caution. Sealy like these are a common sight in the mountains. Returning them to their rightful places is up to you.
There's still a long road ahead.
it should now be possible to activate the central mechanism. Exactly what will happen when you do is something I'm looking forward to finding out. Oh, seems that the water level has suddenly decreased. What's this? To the best of my knowledge, these belong to a script of some kind. They can be found all over Teyvat, but they've never given up their secrets. There's still a lot to learn about them. Let me make a copy first.
Another thing for the... Seems like if you want the reward, you gotta pay...
I've truly gained a lot from all this. Comparatively. Let me return to the campsite first. By the time you get back, I may just have a fleeting miracle for you to witness.
Paimon's kinda looking forward to seeing the results of all this. Unless you can think of anything better to do, let's head back to the camp.
Not so fast. You're not leaving until I'm convinced that nothing dangerous is going on here.
You!
I most certainly did not. And I must say, you let your guards down. Or maybe you were drawn in by his compelling-sounding hypothesis and friendly demeanor. Taking orders from a complete stranger? Drinking anonymous? I'd sooner believe you were tricked than that you would be so naive.
Listen, sister. Your guard's so high you can't even see over the top of it.
It doesn't matter what you think. He could be a saint for all you know. But I understand him a little better than you. I'm only concerned with one thing. Whether his alchemy has transformed you into
No way! Paimon would have sensed it!
With an alchemist of his level, you wouldn't sense. In any case, I'm not about to let a potential threat back into Mons.
So, what are you gonna do?
I've gotta hand it to you. You have your moments. If I can be sure that nothing you came into contact with is dangerous, that's good enough for me. I've investigated everything else. The only items left on the agenda are these simple.
But we don't even know what they mean.
That much is true. But for insurance purposes, I'd better make a copy. Now then, all things considered, I deem that you pose no immediate... Which is what I was hoping. I would have been one very unhappy sister if you'd made me work overtime on your account.
Overtime?
Before we go our separate ways, Outlander, a word of advice. Don't be so quick to trust Albedo, and don't repeat the same mistakes that you did this time. You made a lot of rash decisions today.
She's gone! Mondstadt doesn't have many people like that. Huh.
We're gonna go to the camp? Yeah, I think so.
You're back. Good timing. You took quite a while. Did you get held up on the way back? Time for the results. We got a myriad of data today, but the integral preliminary conclusion that I can offer you is... you're very much like a human from this world.
You couldn't tell that just by... We spent all day working on...
Please, I understand that this may have seemed self-evident to you, but in fact, nothing in this world should be... Have you ever considered that the world of Teyvat may have a natural hostility to Outlanders? I mentioned the natural laws of this world. You're able to converse with me here without consequence, and nothing seems amiss. But the only other life form that, like you, has come here from afar is the seed that I mentioned. Under the effects, but after I observed you, imitating you helped to inspire my alchemy. And so...
Whoa! It looks like something's appearing!
the transition from nothing into something, from shoot to stem. And now to... Is not nurturing otherworldly life also nurturing the world itself?
It's not nurturing otherworldly life, it's also not nurturing the world itself.
It would seem that that's as far as we go. A transient bloom of incomparable beauty. Life...
Paimon thought, with all our efforts, it might have bloomed.
Life is a manifold tapestry of free entities. Its value shouldn't derive from how long it stays with us. Even a momentary burst is a short life can be well lived. A life lived efficiently, lived to perfection, is necessarily one unburdened by loneliness. So, do you understand what I meant about us conversing here arguably being a small miracle?
Don't be sad. You've got Paimon to look after. Albedo, Paimon really wants to be your friend.
Thank you both. Even if dispelling loneliness is not essential for life, it certainly doesn't hurt. Your help inspired me to discover the means to make a flower bloom. I mean that the time I've spent traveling with you in the mountains was a valuable journey for me. In the future, if the need arises, can I Well, glad I can I made a point throughout of telling him how ordinary the results were. But what was that sediment I saw forming at the bottom of the vial? It should not have been there. What could it mean? Those born of earth are bound by its imperfections, but those born of chalk are free of impurities. You and I are alike, both composed of us. If, one day, I lose control, destroy Mondstadt, can I rely on you to stop?
Look at that. Looks like someone made camp here. Are other people adventuring nearby? Let's see how our fellow explorers are doing.
La la la. La la la. Woo! La la la.
Hey, it's Sucrose! Are you here to explore the snowy mountain too?
You scared me. Please, don't scare me like that.
But you were just standing over there, staring into space.
Not at all. I was just thinking of a name for a new subspecies of sweet flower I propagated. It has seeds that are 4 times as large as normal. Oh, are you interested? Wonderful. It's a shame. If I wasn't coming to this mountain, I would have brought some samples.
Yeah. Weren't you doing research in this?
Timaeus and I were helping Albedo organize research data.
Sure didn't.
He said that he wasn't as sharp as Albedo when it came to data. By quite a long, the significance of some things Albedo is able to grasp almost immediately, but we, on the other hand, take considerable time. I fear that this must be the difference in our knowledge and experience showing. Timaeus seemed rather depressed about the matter. He said he was going to take a walk, so I'm currently... I was originally going to take a look around myself after finishing up here, but unexpectedly, I gleaned some interesting data, but, well... Guess my search for secrets will have to wait.
Secrets? Ooh, what secrets?
Actually, do you two have time right now?
Don't have anything on us but that.
Then, could I ask you for a favor?
But isn't he your teacher?
That's true, but I feel like he's always hiding something. It is my personal guess that it is some great...
Wait, how are you...
Timaeus and I are both passionate researchers of alchemy. If it was anything else, Albedo wouldn't have any reason to hide it from us.
You do have a point.
Could you help me investigate what it is that Albedo's hiding? Please.
What do you think?
Yes! Thank you, thank you.
Aww, so cute, so gross.
Alright. Let's take a little trip.
Oh, we're gonna go back in there again.
Oh, we're gonna go back in there again.
I know this quest will take from there to there to there, from back and forth and back and forth.
Albedo!
Are you lost?
No, we're not.
A secret?
Hey, what are you doing? Our mission calls for a delicate approach. Shoot.
Actually, you've arrived at just the right moment. Here, catch.
Huh? What's this?
As you can see, it is a sword. I did not make the sword. However, would you like to try it out? My research indicates that this sword has some... but I need to gather data from it quite
Wait a second. How can there be a sword that...
Very astute of you. This sword hasn't... An ordinary person would be unable to wield it at all.
Huh?
Or perhaps I should say that only you are immune to the curse. As such, we gain little from saying more. Go find some more.
Ooh, a nice sword. Hey, not bad. Festering Desire. Receives a weapon enhancement experience. Oh, come on, man. Increases elemental skill damage by 16% and elemental skill critical. Whoa, okay. I'll equip it to me. Enhance. Whoa, you can enhance it 5 times. Or 1.5, that's a multiplier in it. I don't know, refinement for this guy. Yeah, max it up.
Explosion inside City Wall.
Oh wait, never mind.
Ground.
Mastering Desire. Gotta admit, this might be my new main. It's great. Look at that.
How about those over there?
Paimon still has a bad feeling about this.
Dumpy dumpy go! Boing boing!
Over here! It's with this brat! Give it back, you thief!
Treasure hoarders? There are treasure hoarders in a—
Enough talk! Hey,
Watch out!
so troublesome! Another test subject. Suffocate! I messed up. Suffocate! That tingle? I got careless.
La la la.
That tingle? Suffocate! I got careless. Picked.
Now that's rich!
They certainly arrived quickly. Goodness, no.
They seem to have been talking about this.
Why are you looking at me like that? Of course I didn't steal. Not long ago, the Knights caught a band of treasure hoarders outside the city. The goods they were smuggling were also impacted. This sword was one of those items. We believed it to be stolen plunder, but no one came to claim it. Nor could we find out where it came from. So it languished in our... I noticed it quite by chance while in our storehouse. To tell you the truth,
You claimed it for yourself? So, then what happened? You just took it with you?
indeed. And I initially intended to perform some experiments on it, but I unexpectedly discovered its true origins in the process. This ancient-looking weapon once passed through the hands of a now-deceased blacksmith. It is a legendary...
A magical soup?
It is said that the smith vanished not long after creating the weapon, with the weapon subsequently becoming lost to time, working backwards from its eventual fate as plunder. One can guess that it was then stolen by the treasure hoarders, where it remained in obscurity till recently.
The blacksmith who made this weapon disappear? No wonder it's cursed.
Exactly. Do you know the story of Durin and this mountain? Durin was the black dragon who menaced Mondstadt, before finally being defeated by the combined efforts of Dvalin and the Animo Archon Barbatos. After a fierce battle, the vanquished Durin crashed to ruin here, falling into the thick snow. Snow gathers atop this mountain and never melts, which is a most curious phenomenon.
Could it really have been intent?
Perhaps this place was chosen as a gravesite precisely so that the snow's power could seal the corrosive toxin coming from It seems plausible that Barbatos would...
Huh. Was Barbatos such a...
Well, these are just my postulations. I don't have any evidence. But, in fact, I believe that the very sword in your hand has Durin's remains in it.
A dragon's remains?
Indeed. The dragon's eyes, claws, and scales ground into dust before being used to coat the blade. In this way, Durin's corruption and venom entered into the sword and became the source of it. This is very advanced craftsmanship. I presume that having successfully forged the weapon, the smith must have tried it out themselves in their joy. But using this sword in battle would have... Ordinary mortals cannot withstand such power. The blacksmith must then have fled, driven... You've purified Dvalin's tears before, which is a very rare ability indeed. This ability has protected you from being corrupted or poisoned, and you can completely eliminate, which is why you, and only you...
Still, this sword really is huge. Yikes! It's...
As far as I'm concerned, this is where the real... This sword is still very weak at present. However, it is able to absorb energy, in some sense. Well then, traveler. I believe that we will...
Whoa! The character who equips this weapon during the event will deal 60% more damage to opponents in this Dragon's Spine region. The character who equips will accumulate sheer cold at a slower rate. It also gain... Whoa, okay.
Let's move. Detoxifying heat. Feels clogged.
Crafted.
No excuse for slacking! Let's do this quickly!
Boing, boing, boom! Just get back!
It isn't time for a break yet! My duty! Let's end this quickly!
La la la.
Let's not waste time.
La 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 da da da. Pew!
Let's end this quickly!
La la la. Ha ha ha. Yeah.
Let's end this quickly! This isn't good.
Hold on, I think someone's coming to the door.
Dodoko? Dodoko.
Hey guys, I think I'll end the stream for now, and yeah. And the next year, hopefully, we'll be able to make more content. Not just the time, but at least managed.